Hey guys, Matt Bishop here. We are backstage at the TLA in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I am sitting here with one of the premier frontmen of one of maybe the loudest, most aggressive bands on the planet right now.
Ha 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 ha, you heard it.
Dude, that is not an understatement at all. I am sitting here with the one and only Trevor Strnad of the Black Dahlia Murder. Dude, how is the tour going so far? You guys are wrapping it up soon.
Yeah, man, it's kind of flown by. It was, just kind of like a dream lineup, getting Niall to, stoop to play with us. I mean, they're just legends, and we're kind of from a younger generation. So, I mean, in our early days, we toured with them above us, opening for King Diamond and stuff. So, it's cool. It's a huge compliment that they would come play with us, and the rest of the lineup's great too. Our Penance, their first time over here from Italy. Those guys are awesome. We wanted to bring them over for a while. And Skeleton Witch, we toured those guys a lot, and it's just awesome thrash. So I think that there's a lot of other good tours going on right now. That Metal Alliance and stuff like that. There's a lot of competition, but in spite of that, it's been still awesome. So we're very, very happy guys.
You just dropped two pretty cool names, King Diamond, Niall. Talk to me about some of your guys, roots and influences. What did you guys grow up listening to, and what kind of is in the back of your mind when you're making a Black Dahlia record?
I think it all started with the big four bands pretty much for all of us, when we were young, and kind of into death metal from there. I'd say like at the heart of the band, it's At the Gates, pretty obviously, Carcass, Dark Aim, a lot of Swedish bands, a lot of Swedish thrash bands, Dimension Zero, early In Flames. But I guess as we've gotten a little older, things have gotten a little heavier, a little bit more of American kind of influences crept in, Morbid Angel and stuff like that. There's a lot of Morbid Angel on the new one, a lot of, in the slower songs, some of that little slimy riffage on some of those ritual tracks, definitely Morbid Angel. But, yeah, man, our band's pretty much just a cocktail, of a bunch of styles. Thrash, melodic metal, black metal, a little bit of death metal. Much.
Well, that leads me perfectly into my next question. The new album is out now, Ritual. If you haven't already gotten it, you should go get it now. I feel like it's really, is what you said, it's a cocktail. I feel like you guys really broadened your sound. There's a lot more thrash in it, more riffiness. Your vocal range, I feel, has expanded a little bit. Talk to me about, were you guys trying to go for that on this record, or did it just sort of happen?
I think it's been broadening, a little bit more slowly from album to album before this one. And we kind of had a meeting, and we're like, what is it that people like about this band? What keeps them coming back, And what it boiled down to was just how to write the song in a better way, you know what I mean? More dynamics, more tricks, more interesting stuff, twists and turns that we hadn't done before. And so at the heart of things, it's very much a Black Dahlia record, but I think more variety this time was definitely the key to making an album that you can get all the way through in one sitting. Especially trying to make a band, we're a fast band at heart, so trying to make a record that you can stand all the way through has been a challenge for sure. So because a lot of death metal is just static, you know what I mean? Like it's just like all fast all the time, or just kind of can become just like static. So we were trying to make it a little bit more colorful than some of the other records we've done, and I don't know, man, it was a challenge, and but it was cool too. It was definitely fun, and it was exciting when it was starting to come to life, taking shape. And we spent more time on this album than we had any other, more time at home to write. I think was a big part of it too. We've just been touring so much and on Deflarate that we just afforded ourselves a little bit more time at home, and I think that was definitely beneficial for the writing, and then keeping every one of us sane after all that touring too. So we're really proud of Ritual, really happy, and still pumped on it for sure.
You guys are, probably one of the heaviest, most intense bands musically that's out there right now, and death metal is considered to be the most extreme form of music, across any genre. But you talked about how with this album you guys kind of broaden the sound a little bit, album by album, and the album's a little more listenable all the way through. your last couple albums have all charted in the Billboard Top 200, which is a pretty big deal for a death metal album. Do you think you guys, specifically in heavy metal as a genre, are becoming more and more listenable to not just the true metalheads, but to, you know, music fans all the way around across the spectrum?
Well, I think it kind of comes and goes in phases, you know, and I think right now it's on the upswing. You know, there's a lot of youth getting into metal. Another thing that kind of levels the playing field is that no one buys any CDs anymore. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden, you know, these kind of, you know, indie bands, you know, like Metal Blade's independent label, you know what I mean, and all these metal bands start to show up on the charts, you know, because just so few people are buying pop records, you know what I mean, that kind of, I don't know, it's just leveled the playing field. I think otherwise, you know, we wouldn't even show up. But I mean, that's not like really the goal of the band anyway. It's just kind of like an awesome surprise, you know what I mean, and it is really weird, you know, to see a death metal band on there, and just because, I mean, we haven't really done anything to make the music more accessible, I don't think, really. You know, there's no clean singing or anything like that. You know, it's still very much aggressive, you know. And I think some of the material on Ritual, I think, would be the heaviest stuff we've ever done, too, you know what I mean? So it's not like trying to appease anybody, really, you know, but just kind of staying with the path that we'd set and, you know, just refining things, I think.
Where's the path taking you guys next on tour? What do you guys got coming up spring and summer?
Well, we're home for a couple weeks after this, which is definitely well needed. Then Canada with Exhumed and Fuck the Facts. Then we have some Euro stuff that's like festivals, but we'll be bouncing around with Darkest Hour, which would be cool. We've toured with those guys quite a bit. And there's pretty much no end in sight, just more stuff coming together. I mean, we'll be booked solid for the next year, so we'll definitely be back around here and everywhere else, you know, before this record cycle is up, so no signs of slowing anytime.
No signs of slowing, folks. You heard it right here. Everybody at home is very happy to see that and hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, I implore you, Ritual is out right now. It is loud and aggressive as hell. My God, you need to pick it up if your ears can handle it. Crank it up! Thanks, man.